rather than focusing solely on external triggers, we might explore how biological, emotional, or social stressors or cognitive stressors are influencing behavior. By recognizing stress across these areas, we can then design intervention that focus on reducing the stress load, creating space for adaptive responses to emerge. I know for me personally, when I, think about stress, and before I was like really familiar with the self-regulation model, I would just mostly look at what are the observable variables in the environment. I didn't have an organized system of, oh, there are these 5 different domains that could be causing stress for my client, and really checking off and making sure I'm addressing and assessing any of those that might be relevant. This shift helps us approach behavior again with more empathy, creating interventions that target the source of stress rather than just the behavior itself. So one is an article by Rogers et al. In 2021. If you've read this article, feel free to put a yes in the chat. The article was with Rogers' team of researchers, Early Start Denver model, and with Leaf and McKeechan, like Lovas. And they were comparing which is better, NDBIs or EIBI. And what they found is it didn't matter. Basically, doesn't matter which one. There's obviously going to be idiosyncratic variables for different children. What did matter was focusing on building relationships and engaging in personally satisfying activities. So this ties in with the cues of safety, co-regulation, all of those kind of things. We need to make sure we're prioritizing, focusing on building relationships, and that we're developing therapeutic services or educational services that help the person know what is personally satisfying for themselves. So again, honoring and affirming the things that are of interest to them and helping support safe engagement in those activities. So again, it's just interesting to me how, different researchers doing different things, using different terms, thinking they're only looking at observable behavior, but then you have these other researchers over here who are looking at all of the inner neuroscientific stuff, both coming to the same conclusions, but one's describing what we see on the outside and the other's describing what we see on the inside. So it's, again, I like that they're aligned, and we're in a place right now in 2025 where these things are complementing each other. And it's not this like mystical, mentalistic, like, okay, we're observing this, but we don't know why, right? We can tie the two together now. And I think the more we are able to do that, the better we can understand our clients and like why certain programs would be effective and why not. Like, I think many people are often baffled by why some of their clients make such amazing progress and why some of their clients don't. And I guarantee you, once you start, I shouldn't guarantee you, but my guess is once you start incorporating this as a big factor that you're looking at, you'll start to notice a difference if you can get the clients that normally in the past wouldn't have made as much progress into a parasympathetic state instead of sympathetic dominance, and help really make that safe, trusted learning environment.